man a day in court.
The underlining of all of it is authenticity, right?
She's making them money, so they gonna put the camera on her because she's paying.
I think the prize is the other person. We have not integrated in the United States. Start buying some of the things that we have to offer. Then we will see a difference in how we act as Black people. Oh, yeah, we are ready. We are new. We different tonight. It's
hello. What's up, everybody?
Kind of exciting. We changing stuff up. So for everyone who is watching us tonight, just know that we are going to this platform at some point. But we wanted to test it out tonight. We appreciate you for coming tonight. We appreciate all the love that y'all been sending us, man.
Always.
TikTok has been really showing us some love too. So we definitely.
All my people in Cameroon, we see y'all. I don't know what time it is, but y'all still rocking with us.
Yeah. Just ask Miss Sheikah what time it is over there. She know.
Hey,
Time
the word on the street is
party.
Zach was thinking about driving all the way to Cameroon to see
Cameroon,
somebody.
I'm driving to Paris. I was on my way.
He's gonna drive to Paris, and y'all gotta see it. She's a knockout.
Man, when I see you offline,
Well, hey, welcome everybody to the Rebranders. I'm your host. My name is Anthony Goodson. We are so glad to have you here today. Alongside me is one of my co-hosts who drove all the way from Cedar Hill, Adrian the Ace Stinson. What's up, Ace?
What's going on with the world? How y'all doing out there?
If y'all ain't dressed like us, y'all dressed all the way wrong. Rebranders. Yashika, what's happening?
Nothing much, brothers.
Yeah.
Put the X on it.
Hey. And my main man Zach, what's happening, Zach?
Same. Pimping ain't easy, but it's fun, and I feel like I didn't have to rebrand this shirt. I think you were talking about me.
They say pimping ain't easy, but somebody got to do it, right?
Somebody got to do it.
That's right.
What's up, Glenn? Told you, babe. How you doing? What's up,
Hey,
Glenn?
girl.
And we got, what's up, Miss Kiki?
Kiki.
My main man. Yo, what up? It's Brian Evans. How you doing, Brian?
What up with it, Brian?
Man, we appreciate you all for watching us again. The show is going to be a good show. Tonight, we got a little bit of everything what we're going to talk about. We don't have just a structured show. So if y'all have something y'all want to talk about, please feel free. Let's talk about it. Now, tonight, I didn't get any kind of pictures for what I'm going to start the show off with. I wish I would have. But have y'all seen Yashika and Zach and Ace? The Olympics. The 100-meter between the top, 8, I believe?
Yeah.
We will probably never see anything like that again. If y'all haven't seen it, what happened was 8 people came within, a second and a half of each other.
Yeah.
A lot of it wasn't even a second.
A lot of them was neck and neck. I think 3 of them was neck and neck. In fact, I think it was a 9.79 that won it. It was a 9.79 that came in second place and a 9.81 that came in third place.
Wow.
If you don't know anything about track, all 3 of those were equal in coming in. Like, you can't see it with the naked eye.
You can't see
No.
that's great.
The camera had to catch that, huh?
Yeah, camera, 100% camera. So it's been very exciting. Shout out to Simone Biles. I'm telling you, this sister's making us look really good. When I say us, I'm talking about the United States. She's going to be one of the most decorated Olympians in history real soon because she's really doing her thing. So, man, I really like the Olympics. I really enjoyed the Olympics.
Yeah, it's like I say it all the time. I can't forgive us for how we did Chicago coming in. She got silver, but once again, we hated on her. But other than that, I love the Olympics.
Yeah.
So let's go to the comments. Hello, everyone. Linnell Elise, how you doing?
When you say that's my sister, y'all.
Oh, hey. Okay. Hey, Linnell, sis. And this is Mom right here. What's up, Mom? Deborah.
Mom.
Yes, with a lot of S's.
But when you say we hated on her, which we you talking about?
I'm just talking about the community. Unfortunately, it's all of us, so we have to bite the bullet, be part of it. But folks, I don't know why people love to hate that girl. I mean, she came in like silver ain't no shame.
I'm gonna use y'all instead of we.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a little bit disappointed that Ace didn't qualify because he was right there. He read a
I
995.
know.
Yeah, I could have came in, but I ain't gonna
Yeah.
sweat it. I'll be back in 4 years.
You know what they were talking about at work. I hadn't looked. I haven't watched much of the Olympics, shame. But breaking is Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that? The break dance is the first time it's ever been in the Olympics, and it's gonna be Friday and Saturday. So I am gonna watch that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that they're gonna have the
Break dancing. They're calling it breaking. They're calling it breaking. It's gonna be on Friday and Saturday.
But I'm gonna tell y'all what's crazy. I think the Asians are gonna take it. I don't know which Asians.
Yeah.
I think the Asians are gonna take it.
It'll be just be fun to watch.
And
It'll be real fun to watch.
People do like the pole, indoors, the indoor people who do all those flipping. I was watching them do some flipping.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking the other day when I watched them, now these people will be really good at breakdancing, but I didn't even know breakdancing was gonna be a part of
Yeah, it's gonna be. And they'll probably come out with that. They'll probably come out with that song. What's that? Chicken free with the fried rice. I was like,
we cancel.
chicken cheese with the fried rice.
What's up, Tiffany? How you doing?
I know that one.
My mama, my dad.
You don't know that one?
I don't think so.
It's a TikTok. Yeah.
Oh,
Every week, do what you
Big
do.
T,
all right?
what's happening with you?
Okay, so the Olympics, it's been absolutely wonderful. Snoop Dogg has come in. I think we've seen his girlfriend, Martha Stewart, been doing some stuff. Like I say, Simone Biles. Sha'Carri didn't quite get what we expected, but she came out a winner nevertheless.
she went there. She qualified to go. In my opinion, that's to even go to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Now, have y'all heard the controversy behind this stuff?
Yeah, they didn't let them warm up properly, and her and the Jamaican girl, they had to walk. They didn't get to get on the bus. Like they changed something up at the last minute. They weren't aware of.
So what happened was, and if anybody know more about this than I do, please let me know. We want to welcome all our people from Twitch, by the way. We're on a new platform. Who's going to be joining
What's
us?
up, Twitch? Look,
Hey,
this is a platform. I don't know what y'all about. I'm hoping this ain't no drug type thing going on with Twitch.
Right.
It ain't
How y'all doing?
schizophrenic. But no, what's it called when they just start yelling out cuss words?
Oh, Tourette. That might be fun.
Yeah.
It's a Tourette thing. But
Sorry
what
for
happened
people
was,
that have Tourette's. We are sorry.
Oh,
for
yeah,
Tourette's
sorry.
people.
If anybody out there that really have Tourette's, we're in no way trying to make fun of y'all.
I'm not a part of it.
I'm sorry.
As we sign off.
Get back to the Olympics. So what
That's
happened
not
was
me.
the
I'm not a
Olympics.
part of it.
Overnight, they told the Olympians, they said, hey, listen, we have a new way of entering the Olympics. You can't come through this gate, door, or whatever anymore. Well, it really affected one particular group, the Jamaicans. The Jamaicans are extremely fast. The Jamaicans are, historically, the past few years, anyways, they're gold medalists, all these things. So what they did is they told them overnight while they were asleep, you can't go through this door. They did not know as they were coming in, so they had to make, from what I understand, an hour-long walk around. And Sha'Carri too. Sha'Carri was a part of that. Unfortunately, she was able to come in. So that could have something to do with why she got the second place, or at least that's what they're going to say. Nevertheless, we didn't get to see the absolute best Olympic 100 meter, but it'll all come back around on the sprint relay. But anyway, now we got y'all all caught up for sure on the Olympics. Yeah. My son does, Julie Rose. Hey, Julie.
What's up, dude?
I definitely apologize. Tell you, you know what? We're going to send your son to rebrand the shirt on me.
Yeah,
yeah. We owe you that, Julie. We owe you that, baby.
Oh, you Tourette's? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Y'all let me take the fall.
Nah, I'm not getting in the car. It's too hot down there. I can't make it down there. So I won't be able to survive down there. So I'm not getting in.
No.
Julie, give us your address. We definitely sending you guys a t-shirt. Matter of fact, we got something right here for you. So we apologize for that. Anyway, friends and family. Let's get on with the show. We talked about the Olympics. Friends and family. Do you treat friends and family to say, it's funny because it's really hard, Yashika, to give your friends money or your family or to lend them money. I always say never lend it to them, always give it to them.
Right.
How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, I agree with you because you ain't going to get it back.
Don't be doing me like that because that happened to me for real one time on the show. I was making fun of I think it was amputees or something. Somebody's father was an amputee or something like that. Oh man.
Hey,
Sis,
I ain't going.
sis, right?
I'm not going.
It's too hot.
All right, friends and family, do you lend them money? How do you feel about this? Your sister come to you, and we all have sisters, so I'm not talking about our real sisters. And our sisters are listening. We're not talking about them, but they come to you. Matter of fact, let's make it a cousin. Your cousin comes to you. They need to borrow $500 to buy a car. The deal is too good. They got to go buy this car. Do you lend them $500? Do you give them $500, or do you just say no altogether?
Man, I say no altogether. I'm gonna tell you why. Man, my dad's one of the most giving person in the world. He done gave and ain't nothing ever came back.
Oh,
He never. So family is the worst though. They expect you to be able to go. You can get that to me, and we just supposed to write it off. No, man, no. I need that ASAP.
yeah.
I want all my money back.
Money is a tough thing. You know, they always say you want to find out where your heart is, find out where you put your money. And I think that I couldn't do. I look at Tyrone Cook. Tyrone Cook says, "Oh no, 100 or less." That means is that a borrow or is that a lend? Because see, it's one of those situations. I got one particular friend. He comes to me for money, same amount. We got an agreement, no big deal. I give it. He pays back.
He's sitting beside you.
Yeah, he's sitting right beside me.
I wish he didn't give me a loan right now.
Georgia Blaze said, "Man, I ain't got it." So to me, it's one of those situations where I will not let anybody just really borrow money. I'd much rather just give that money to you because I have lost a friend over this before. I'm not gonna say his name, but a friend that I grew up with, he called me in despair. He asked me for $300, and I was kind of asleep. I was half asleep, and I did it. I sent it to him through a wire.
That same thing Bill Cosby victim said.
Oh well, you know. Doc can have 500, so you know right now you can have it.
I ain't got 500. I really ain't got it.
Yashika?
Yes. When you first said, do you think is it hard to give family money? I don't think it's hard to give them anything. It's hard to get it back. Yeah. I think we talked about this before. Even if it's $20, when you give it to them, that $20 smells fine. Yeah. When it's time to give it back, come on, take this funky ass says $20. You know, it stinks in. So I just think that it's. I would say no. Yeah, I'm like you. Just give it because if you borrow, then that it will and can end a friendship or a family ship.
How do y'all?
But when do you say no though? When do you say no?
Yeah,
you know when to say no. If they're asking for a big sum, like Tyrone said, that I absolutely adore. Like he said, it's like 10, 20, 30, 40. You can afford to lose that because you're never supposed to borrow a lot more than you can afford to lose anyway.
Right.
So you shouldn't be giving anybody your last.
They add up if over time if they keep hitting you for 10 and 20.
If you keep letting them.
You know, I think one thing like how me and my wife do is and I think it kind of cuts down controversy. We agree to say no. So it's like if it's on my side, like my wife says no. If it's on her side, I said no. And it's like that. But if it's something I just got personally, if it's amount, you know, like you said, $100 or less, if I got it, then yes. But like if we come to something like $500, something like that, it's kind of like, even if I want to, like we have agreed to say no.
Now I know why you got that CHL license. You're scared.
That what license?
That CHL license, he's scared. He's scared to tell his wife and family no. CHL, handgun license, lady.
Oh. I'm supposed to know that. Tell everybody. Nobody knows that but you and him.
I gotta go to Zach. I'm sorry. I'm always on Zach's team, but this time I had no clue. I laughed. I want to act like I was.
What I love is he's saying it to me like I'm down.
Tyrone Cook says, "Oh, I need it back, but if not, never again. He ain't gonna let you borrow it. He's gonna give it. Me too. My best friend for 15 years.
Oh, no.
That's terrible. Not me," says Deborah Collette. Also, Dan Trapp says, "Good evening. What's up, Dan?
Hey,
What's up, Dan?
Adrian's sister. Every day. No, can't do it all the time." And Deborah says, "My mama, it depends on which family member it is. I have family members that I could give anything that I have. I have some that I am going to pray that they get it."
I ain't got nothing to give you prayer, baby.
You know, you
Ain't
down
no-
to the lowest level if all you getting is a prayer. Right?
Hey,
Right.
ain't nothing. Hey, but ain't nothing better. They say ain't nothing better than
Yeah.
a prayer.
But here, if you're getting a real one, because a lot of times, Anthony talked about this, and you see people, I am so sorry, I'm praying for you. That's the prayer.
I'm
That's
gonna
right.
pray for
Yeah.
you, brother. Say, man, I'm hungry right now, man. You hungry yesterday? That's another thing. Like with homeless people, I have
Oh,
a problem
man.
with the same homeless person money. Like when I used to work at the American Airlines Center, I would always see these homeless people coming out. You know, and I used to see the same dude, and I'd be like, man, I just gave you $22 yesterday. I can't put you on my payroll. I can't give you money
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time. That's the problem for me.
We have a homeless foundation. You know, we feed and clothe the homeless, and I tell people all the time, there's a big
He's doing a promo for Vito.
there's a big difference in homeless and bums, and that's the disparity that come up. There's a big difference. You have a homeless population that's in need, and you have bums that's making a living off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, and they call them unalived, so let's make sure we're straight today. They call them unhoused. No, unhoused, right?
We
Not unalived. Not unalived. But
They
you know
don't
what?
say homeless anymore. Now it's unhoused.
It's unhoused. So, but you know what? They've gotten bougie though. I'm giving home, and they like, I don't want, no man, like they won't give me $5. Like I don't got it.
You know what I saw about a week ago, maybe a little over a week. The unhoused guy was holding up the sign, and it was his Cash App.
Oh, come on.
See, those are bums.
That's
Come on.
my right hand.
Those are
I had
bums.
never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Exactly. Are they called the unhoused or the ass stouteds? I'm trying to get a proper title.
Hey, on that note, we're gonna go take a quick break, y'all. I think the question is posed: what are we looking for out of these presidents right now? So we got the 2025 proposal or whatever that Donald Trump has. I haven't read it, but I think that we as a people, not just black people, not just male, female, rich or poor, but as a people, American public, need to be looking for what it is we're looking for out of our next president. So when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about what it is we think we should be getting from our next president. We'll see y'all in about a minute. Name these eyes.
Man, who you manipulating the picture of?
I don't know. It kind of looked like Ace to me too.
My eyes, they close together.
Who is that?
Sammy Sosa.
Oh, Martin Luther King.
Good answer, Yashika.
Thank you. Yeah, I learned.
I do got a big nose.
Dang, I don't know.
Man, get your ass about here.
That's a mug shot.
It didn't look like your eyes, but
It's still down. I don't see it still.
Hey, this is called AI.
Hey, you remember the eyes when they used to have the newspaper on Inspector Gadget?
Leave me alone. Ace,
All right, we
Ace,
up back.
why I gotta have a big nose, Ace?
Hey, the zoom in. Hey,
Hey, I caught that. You was like, I do got a big nose. You talking about me? That was my nose, Ace.
And
I
then
know
when
one size under the Jackson. So you.
And then when I said, it kind of looked like Ace. He said, my eyes, those not that close together.
He was insulting without knowing he was insulting.
No, he just got the eyes of a used car salesman.
Comments are coming in. Thank y'all for the comments. Keep them rocking. Tiffany says, Zach Eyes is my favorite clip. I know it. I like it too. All right, before we went to break, we asked you the question: what change are we looking for as an American public? Something that we expect for these presidents to do. If we could put together our own book of plans or book of questions or whatever, what requests would you guys put in? So just think of one that you think that would make not only your world better, but maybe the whole United States a little bit better. And we want to ask the audience this as well. But before we do, let's go to the break. To the comments real quick. Chris Dew, what's up, my man? He said, Anthony, I'm curious. Did you graduate class of 1990 at Waco?
Yeah.
He's old enough, but
I'm old enough. I flunked 6 times. I should have been there. 90, that is, but no, I'm from Sulphur Springs, Chris. That was Kiki said. So, Chris, do we thank you for tuning in? Be sure to keep the comments coming.
What's
Hey,
up,
yeah,
Chris?
thank you so much.
All right, yeah. So, what would you change, audience? What would y'all change right now? I think if I had to go to the presidents, we have since COVID, it has become ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
It's time because I remember during COVID, I was planning on buying land and maybe some rental houses, yada yada yada, and the prices went up. I just kind of backed off. I was like, I don't see the benefit behind it. So now, but pay raise the pay rate is the same, minimum wage is the same. One of the things I talk about or request is a certain piece to that. How are we going to start making more money and making it beneficial to the rest of the public? And especially where we were at COVID, in some way we have to regain back what we had in 2019. So I think that's one of the questions that I would definitely ask. But what about y'all?
Yeah, I'm along the lines with that. That's always been a concern of mine, how these companies just keep raising price. They raising prices, giving us less product. And it's like, when does it stop? Like you said, we're not getting our salaries raised. It just seems like the way we head is pretty soon. The mass population is going to be dependent on the government.
Yeah.
So Deborah Goodson says someone that would bring the races together, honest person. And I think what's unfortunate, I love this comment, but I think that you got one who both of them are bringing them apart. One of them unintentionally. I don't think, whether you like her or not, I don't think she's racially intentionally bringing, the racists apart. But I do think Trump is, whether you like him or not. That's not even me on one side or the other. Dan Trapp says AEP up here is gonna start. What's that word? Charging $50. Oh, charging $50 a month to train their workers, etc. I'm like, great, my bill gonna be $600 plus now. What exactly is AEP?
What they?
Is that a security company, Dan?
That's a.
Graham said definitely need to fix the cost of living. I love that charging. Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Chris, I would have to agree. The COVID relief funds were a great idea, but unfortunately, when you have a dollar that's not officially backed by gold anymore, and you just print to pay for things, it's caused a lot of this inflammation. So, Yashika, can you talk to us a little bit about that? The video that we watched.
Oh yeah, that was deep.
The what was the name of it?
Universal
UBI. Yeah, the video that we watched, I thought it was really, really good, and I loved how we need to probably post it. We'll post it on Rebranded, so make sure y'all look for it. We'll post it. But he talked about America's starting to just be dependent on the government, and the government paying like $1,000, paying money to people just straight across the board. There's different countries and different places that's kind of trying it out. And but it talks about happiness and wealth, and does being wealthy make you happy? And what some of the studies showed is that when they give them money, they are happy, but only for about a year. Only for about a year. They're not really, it's not a sustainable happiness. And the people that are more happy is the people that's at the bottom. So like people, like if us, with the income we may have, or I don't know who's everybody's income, but with us, it would make you happy for about a year, but after that, you're not as happy. And then he was talking about rich people. This is why rich people are, have so many troubles, and you wonder, they have all this money. Why are they so, a lot of rich people unalive themselves. Why is that? They have everything. That's what we think, they have this money, they have everything. But he was saying that if he gave a homeless person $12,000, it would benefit them greatly. It would be life-changing for them. It would make them happy. If it gave it to us, we'd be happy for about a year. But if you give a millionaire $12,000, it means nothing to them. It doesn't help them be happy at all. And so it talked about, instead of looking for money to make you happy, especially when you reach this certain plateau, you need to start trying to find happiness in other things, because money really don't make you happy.
Right.
It's good. I really enjoyed it.
Changes for the happiness. Like they did talk about some of the happy, like you said, the lower people were happy because they work-life balance changed. They were
Right.
able to work less hours, spend more time
Right.
with family because they had the. Yes, it's interesting. Yeah, we definitely got.
But it didn't last. That's the best part for me is that it was only sustainable for a certain amount of time. It didn't
Mhm.
last. It's not a lifetime of happiness.
Do y'all think we're gonna continue? It looks like we're gonna go to wealthy and lower class. Even 100,000. Even 100,000 is not even no money no more. Remember 100,000 back in the day? I make 100, and it was. That's not nothing.
Mm.
It's really not nothing anymore.
I would agree with you. I think we're going to go from basically the top 2%ers, which is the 1%ers plus, high six figures. And then you're going to go to everybody else.
Everybody else.
That's very
Mhm.
scary because then what happens is we start depending on the government. The absolute worst thing you can do is depend on the government.
That's right.
Let's take a look at this. You got people, and I'm going to read the comments here in just a little bit, so y'all keep them coming. You have people who were born under the government system, and 40 and 50 years later, they're still under the government system. They're on welfare or whatever the case may be, and they never changed it because they had that mentality now. And I think what the United States or whomever, what they're going to do at some point is they're going to create that mentality. And to me, that's the scary part because what you're going to do is now have your foot. I always say the foot on somebody's neck. You're not going to have your foot on my neck at all times. So now you control how I act.
Right.
Now, for a single woman and she's on welfare and she can't have a man living in the house, so that's control and so forth and so on. But what if you're a married couple and you're getting $1,000 a month and you're making $50,000 a year? How do they control you at that point? Because that $1,000 at some point becomes a part of your income.
They're
you expect it.
They're gonna start getting divorced. Like how you got these older people now having to get divorces to survive. I think you're gonna start seeing more of that if we don't go. And that's the saddest thing ever. You got couples who've been married 50 years. Now they're getting divorced just so they can survive through old age.
Let's go to the comments, y'all. We have Chris Dew, my man. He's my main man now, even though thought I was somebody.
Waco, stand up. Chris, I got a question for you. You ever eat at Health Camp in Waco? That's my favorite spot. But go ahead.
Please post that. I'm always trying to educate. We'll definitely get you that posted. Also, he says, money is only giving me state of mind. It's never bought me happiness. I have to agree. I've never lost sleep over wondering about bills. But when you're unhappy and depressed, it becomes a constant and you dwell on it regardless of your financial situation. I agree with the gentleman on the bottom, that's Zach. There I worked in the automotive sector for 30 years. I left Texas in 91 for a job at General Motors. I guess you live in Detroit. I was earning between 60 and 80,000 a year between 91 and 98.
That was money.
99 things changed. I think there's more to it.
In 99,
That's
things
money.
changed.
That was money though back then. That was money.
What?
All right, nigga. All right. In 99, things changed. The number went up and things were really good until about 2000s.
Let's get to my main man, Dietrich. He said, I'm looking for someone to focus on America. We will give $100 billion to other countries, but Dietrich he always on it. We appreciate you, Dietrich.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Dave?
We will give $100 billion to other countries, but not focus on our own housing department, homelessness, etc., or even create more businesses in America. Like during COVID, when the microchip factories closed in China, everything stopped here. We have to be able to sustain ourselves. Hey, that's absolutely good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Democrats. He from Saginaw, he says. Okay.
Okay, Saginaw.
Okay, Saginaw.
All right, hey, look, we got to take another real quick break, y'all. This is another 30 seconds or so. But when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about what changes you would absolutely love to see in America from your next president. So maybe these are the things we should start looking for and or look for in our local departments, mayors, governors, and so forth. We'll see y'all in about 2 minutes, actually. Australia is wider than the moon. True or false?
True.
One of those.
False. True.
It's a small landmass.
False.
False.
True.
This is true. Australia is actually wider than the moon.
Pew, pew.
A platypus.
We lost already.
Okay, it's like a beaver. Sweats either honey, milk, or blood.
With milk.
Honey.
Milk. Your boy watched National Geographic.
Blood.
Honey.
Milk.
Platypus actually sweats bee milk.
That is so gross.
A mile is how many feet?
So many.
12.
For a mile,
12 feet.
12 feet.
it does make sense for California. That 405, they only move 12 feet. So it makes sense. It feels like it's a mile.
How many feet?
That's good.
All right, how many feet are in a mile? How many feet are in a mile? 5,280 feet. You pick this ball up, you run every one of them.
This baby said 12.
Yeah, I'm thinking 12 inches makes
I was
sense.
getting ready to say, she's talking inches.
You got the wrong glasses, though.
Jamie Foxx and Kerry Washington together played a love interest in what two movies?
It's an older movie?
What's older?
Love
Come on.
Trying to think with Kerry Washington and Jamie Foxx.
So Michael Anderson
Yeah.
Project says Django.
Oh, yeah.
Isaiah
Yeah,
Grant
they
got the
won.
other one.
Ray,
And Ray.
What does these movies have in common? Schindler's List, Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park, and The Color Purple.
Steven Spielberg.
You know what's funny? I talked to him about that before, but as soon as he started reading, I got it instant. Or
All
change.
right, the next 15 minutes is brought to you by Jag Vacations and Travel. For all your travel needs, no matter if you're in Saginaw Mission or wherever, call 903-348-5655. Joanne Guilford, she'll get you straight. Again, 903-348-5655.
And call up.
Call the sister. Call.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Come on, take
Okay. Yeah.
All right, before we left, we said, name something that you definitely want to see before we get this next president. Ice Cube did something a couple years ago.
He tried to. Everybody called him a sellout.
Did you? Yeah. And the thing, I don't even know if anybody even read it. They just kind of jumped on board, you know. But I think that we as a people really, it's a democracy. We have the power. So I think we as a people need to write down what it is and get with other people and say, these are the things that we demand to see. Deborah Goodson, my mama, she said she wanted to see better race relations. And that's interesting coming from where she comes from, you know, at her age in East Texas and Greenville, Texas, you know, blackest land, whitest people, all that stuff. So I can understand. So, I mean, which is interesting because that means the gap hadn't been close enough for her. So this is something she wants to see. Plus, you know, Donald Trump. Let's go to the comments. Chris Dew says, just a heads up, Samsung is building a plant just outside of Austin. They're looking for good people in the near future, $1.7 billion facility.
Hey.
Good jobs coming. Posting this because I heard someone mention microchip shortage that we had. I believe this is part of the Biden administration's push for chip manufacturing to be done right here in America. Also, our economic adversary controls the market second to Taiwan. So it's best that we build them here as well as buy from Taiwan. Tamara Thomas. Hey, Tamara.
Tamara.
I agree with you, Tamara.
I want to see Megan Thee Stallion and Amber Rose get their booties off those stages. My mom was watching Tamara say it. That's good.
Chris, that's good. That's good information.
Jobs to me are very important. That's always a must. Race relations, I do believe that if we got jobs and race relations together, combine those things together. You know, white folks started buying from black folks. I say this all the time. But I think that's something that I would push for as the president. Like, he has the ability to do that. To me, that's another big thing. But I think one thing I like that Donald Trump does is let's close that border off because it affects the jobs. I don't mind Mexicans, if you're watching, to be doing the things they do. I have no problem with that. But there's still a protocol in the coming in America, right? Canada, we don't have this problem. Mexico, we do. So I think that we need to get that. That'd be one of the first things that I'd say.
So it's been great knowing you guys for this show.
We had a good run.
We had a good run.
It has been fun.
You know, it's one of the things. Jobs is definitely a big issue. As far as race relations, I just think the problem is we've given them the power. You know, it used to be all the people that got along, we had a good time, and we ignored the racists and let them have. Now we let them infiltrate and build monsters. So you don't know
Yeah.
who to do.
So Tyrone Cook says that Biden is not pushing that chip project. Whitmer of Michigan's idea. Okay.
Yeah, she's good. I like her. What I would say to Anthony's point, I like the people getting together. I would like to see our presidents not be so personal, not fight so much. It's kind of like the flock is watching. You know what I mean? And so we have to be able to, because if you notice, because of the way they are, that's how America is.
Yeah.
Right.
On both sides, that's how people are. So if it were me asking for, I needed them to change one thing, I'd like for them to truly get along and speak life into each other. What was his name? He passed. He had brain cancer.
McCain.
Khan is McCain. It reminds me of Khan on King of the Hill, the daddy Khan. But remember, because his knees is bad too. But I remember they were talking about Obama. Remember? I can't remember where it was, but he spoke life into Obama. He said, I have no problem with him personally. He's a really good guy. He's just very nice, really good things he said about him, because it wasn't about that. It's not a personal thing. Right. And so that's what I would like to see, is more camaraderie and not so much fighting. That's what America's fighting like that. Because
I agree with you, Yashika. The fighting, I would like to see that too, to where we have these laws to where you women just can't talk back like y'all do nowadays. Like y'all used back in the day, they didn't talk back. They didn't talk back in the day. Now y'all talk back. I want the laws to change. So I'm agreeing with you with that fighting.
My biggest issue with Donald Trump is how he carries himself in public and his comments. Sometimes you're very unprofessional. I agree with that one too. Tyrone says Trump not get a fair shake. People talk about him, but act like he can't talk about them back. Fair is fair. Zach, shut up, says Tiffany. But I think whether it be Trump or Biden, really it's these last two, and maybe even Bush too, the second Bush.
Just my dog.
Going back to what Yashika said, it's a mirroring of your leadership. How your leader looks is how your country looks. Whether you like Obama, whether you like all the stuff that he did, Obama, he presented himself presidential. So did Clinton, so did Reagan, so did a lot of the other ones. And I think we had a better country then. Right now, we have a demented president who, unfortunately, we look like a demented country. We feel very off. Trump is a loudmouth president, and his quote-unquote Trumpsters are loudmouth people. So I think that, and I don't say either one.
Not all of them, but a lot of them, yeah.
So I don't know what Kamala would bring to the table. I haven't really assessed her in that way just yet. We don't know her, but I think that she would bring a different presidential, being that she's a woman and a black woman at that. And I'm not saying I'm voting for her. This is not about a vote. This is really about what we would get as from her as a president. Tamara says everybody wants to get on Trump's back, but Trump is an actor and always has been.
The best marketer in the world, Tamara. He's the best marketer in the world. That dude he is a marketer, man. If y'all don't take nothing from him, his skill, because he can look at you and tell you your name ain't Yashika, and by the end of the day, you believe your name is Michelle.
Okay. You want to keep on me now. Okay.
So Ace had this question.
I'll let you have it tonight. I'll let you make it. Go ahead.
Ace had the question, what exactly in the black community does change look like? I'll let Ace explain what that means.
It means what exactly in the black community does change look like?
Okay.
No, just we always talking about change, right? Especially when Obama sort of change. And there's a lot of things that we need to change. I say we because it affects us regardless. If you're not there in the community, you still got family in the community, and no matter how you feel about it, from the outside when they looking in, we all in the same funnel. But what would change look like if we got the change that we're looking for? What would that look like for us as a whole, as a people?
Well, I asked a question one time to Nikki Giovanni, and the question is, this is the honest truth. I got it on tape somewhere. I said, if black people woke up the next morning and racism was gone and discrimination was gone and you were just a person, would you know it? How would you know it? And I think that's what change would look like to me. You know, because now white privilege and some of those things don't exist anymore. I can drive my car down the street feeling good. But wealth is the biggest issue. Wealth, money, and how we control the dollar, how we keep it in the communities. And now all of a sudden, because we had this conversation the other day, me and my mother and father. Conversation was, when a white person lose their job, they make plans, they make decisions. Okay, I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna do this, that, and other. They have that ability. When we lose our job, we go into panic mode, and unemployment office is the first thing we call. Maybe go look for another job. I think if we change that, that changes the whole country. Now, so to me, that's why wealth is so very important across the board, not just a few people. Because now we have connections. I can get so-and-so a job. I can get so-and-so a business. And if you're able to tap into my mind, maybe I can come up with a business idea that the world has never seen before. And then I'll have a friend that'll do the same thing. So let's go to the comments. Dietrich always says some powerful stuff. He said, I would also like to see the president look into the disparities between minorities and whites with owning land. Okay. There's still a level of redlining going on, acquiring loans and disparities in health. Hospitals treat blacks and whites differently when it comes down to medications, operations, etc. Tyrone Cook, another intelligent brother. We actually need change among ourselves as black people. We hate each other.
Well, come on. He took the words out of my mouth. I was waiting my turn, but he took the words out of my mouth. Crabs in a bucket. Crabs in a bucket. And so I guess I would say be the change you want to see. You ever heard that before? That's what I would say, because that's what Anthony, what you were saying. If you tap into my mind and I can come up with an idea that nobody's ever seen, and I have a friend that can do it too. But if that friend doesn't listen to you, and you talk to this friend maybe on a daily basis, and you tell this friend of yours that you should do this and you should be this and you should do this and you should do this, and they don't listen to you, then what? Because they're not seeing you as a wisdom. As a person of wisdom, they seeing you differently than that. And so if you're speaking to somebody that's not taking it as a wisdom thing, and I don't know if I wouldn't call it jealousy. I don't know what it is. But sometimes we have people that we speak life or tell, give ideas to through our wisdom, through our experience, and they don't take it, So what do you do then?
Are you talking to one of us on the show?
I'm not.
If the
anointing is on you, baby.
You got
the anointing's on you. If the
you got personal. I was like, wait a minute, now.
It's not personal. It's not.
You summed it up though. That one statement that you said, be the change that you want to see, that sums it up right there.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing right there, one statement.
Yeah.
Maya Angelou.
That's the answer.
It
I'm
is.
pretty sure Nikki Giovanni would have said something deep like that too if she was ever on the show.
That's one of the things I've always kept in my brain. Like when you hear change, like if you want to change, it's possible. Some people say it's not possible for people to change themselves. But
the question is, individually, how do you come about change? Is it because you sick and tired of status quo?
You just make that decision. You just wake up one day. Like change comes when you get tired, when you can't take it.
But should change come when you get tired? Does that have to be an event in order for you to want to change? You know what I mean? Or you could be wearing a shirt that you won't even need a tourniquet because, you can't see it like this because it's cutting off your circulation. And you say, I need to make a couple diet changes.
But pain is the stimulus of motivation.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt though. Besides my heart.
Wake up and like, damn.
Pain may be the stimulus of motivation, but what is pleasure? Because that pleasure sometimes is what gives you that pain.
Pleasure is just a stimulus.
That pleasure gives you that pain. Yes, it does.
Tyrone Cook, black people are hard to convince to do the new or uncommon.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
All
come
right,
on, Tyrone.
To do heaven, a hell in that time.
Yeah.
How you spend your money? At Chris Duval, we gonna.
You need to come on.
Spend your money, what you value that you buy with your money. No, I'm going to be honest. I am white, so I can't really give it a solid answer because I haven't been in another person's shoes. If you get what I'm saying, I was taught when I was younger the value of $1, and that was what was important and what wasn't. My father always stressed to me the shoes on your feet and the clothes on your back and the car you drive do not make you. Your father was right. You want to see someone that's successful. Yashika, can you read the rest of that?
You gotta finish.
You want to see? I don't even see it.
We'll come back to it in a second. Tamara, you are so absolutely right because it starts with yourself and your home.
Yeah.
Dina says, change comes when you get sick of yourself and your situation, when you're desperate enough to do what you haven't done before. I like that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Today's Dina's birthday, by the way. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Dina. Hula hoop. Where's the hula hoop? She didn't come on the hula hoop?
You come on hula
Only
hoop.
because of respect and honesty for all of the people.
All
That's
right,
what he's
now.
looking for. That's what he's looking
Because
for.
of you.
Valid, says Tamara Thomas. Thank you, Tamara. Did you get the rest of that?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah. So, where did you stop? Dollar differently, I think.
You want to see someone that's successful, they own their at the bottom.
It's at the bottom.
I don't see it. Keep going.
Okay. But anyway, I think change is we there must be some change. One thing that we know about the United States, first of all, if you go back just 24 years, that's when Jesus was on earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you go back thousands of years before that, that's Moses, that's the beginning of time and all that. The United States have been here for 250 years or so. We're an extremely young country.
Just a baby.
Yeah, we're just a baby. We're
Right.
not gonna see a whole lot of changes. We will from the time of our existence to the end of our existence, but even in that, we make up a percentage of when the United States was here. Like I think I heard the other day that if you are 81 years and above, you've been here for a third of the Americans of the United States existence.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So,
Wow.
so we're going to see a lot of change in our lifetime, given that we're such a new non-traditional country. That was the whole purpose of it. So race relations, in my opinion, is the number one issue. If you are white, if you are non-black, that's not going to be your number one issue. Let's just be real. But if you're black, that's your number one issue. If you're white, you got a whole totally different group of issues that you want to deal with. I'm curious to see what their issues are versus some of our second issues and our third issues, if those are the same thing. Ace found the rest of the comment, he says.
Yeah, I did too, but go ahead, Ace.
Okay, it's you want to see someone that's successful, they own their home, they have a large family. I'm seeing this across the board with everyone of all different ethnicities. They're valuing the dollar differently. That's true. So worried about the shoes on their feet, what kind of shirt they have, what kind of car they're driving, but they'll live in a hole to make sure they have $200 speakers or $40,000 car.
He preaching.
Even better yet, I'm seeing it with pickup trucks here in Texas. Still own a $60,000 to $70,000 truck, but they'll rent their homes or apartments. And this is across the board here with all the ethnicities. I really think that my generation didn't teach their kids right because my parents stressed it so much to me as a young man what was important and what isn't. Sorry if I'm rambling. Nah, you weren't rambling.
No, man. Hey, Chris, you right, Chris. But hold on, Chris. You know, I got one of them cars, and I'm in an apartment, in a 2-bedroom apartment, so I can't be a hypocrite.
I
can't be a hypocrite.
You don't need. Do you know Chris?
No, I don't know Chris. I don't know Chris. But Chris is right. Chris is right. You know what I mean? He is right, and that's what we need. That's a decent dialogue. You know what I mean? How do we come across and make this better without being mad at each other? You know, he has his opinion. He's one of the ones that say, "Man, I can't walk a mile in your shoe. I don't know what it feels like to be." They can't tell you how it feels to be black, and a man can't tell a woman how to be a woman. You know, with these laws that they have, like abortion and all that.
No matter how hard he tries.
Chris Jenner can.
Say, man, look at this dude.
Hey, Chris Dugals, please send us your address. We want to get you a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Hopefully you wear large. If not, then, get the wife to wear it. That's a great comment. We appreciate that.
It is.
Slavery was 400 years in America. It's only 200 plus years. Yeah. Well, slavery started before America was actually an official valid country.
Yeah.
But I don't 1492 to now, I don't know when slavery the first one came.
They knew they wanted slaves before they knew they wanted the country.
I had no idea. Hey y'all, we've had a really good time talking tonight. This has been a really
this is a real
show.
good.
I've enjoyed myself.
I ain't ready to go. I ain't ready to go.
I ain't ready to go either. We'll give it 9 more minutes. How's that?
Yeah.
Shouts out to
Call
Elvis,
Jag. Jag Vacations. It's down
Jag
at the bottom.
Vacations. For all your travel needs, be sure to call 903-348-5655. She gonna get you straight. Hey, look here. Normally we play games. We didn't play a game tonight, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw a word out there just to see if y'all know what this word means. But you know who's the smartest person on here? Is it Ace?
Of course.
Okay, good. Ace, say that word.
I'm smart enough to know that I need to let Yashika handle it.
A fear of long words is called Yashika.
I can't see that. Now, why y'all do that to me? You know how I got my glasses right here. I can't see that.
Hippopotam monstrosipedalophobia. That's why it's scary.
What?
Hippopotam monstrosipedalophobia.
I can't see that.
A monstrosipedalophobia.
It's the fear of long words.
Any word that has 50 words in it to tell you you're a fierce word, you damn right.
One more little quick quiz. No number before 1,000 contains the letter A. I'm just going to pause for a second because I know everybody's going to start thinking about it. And in the middle of that pause, Kiki Washington says, have a great evening. Don't go anywhere yet, Kiki.
Don't go nowhere, Kiki.
2, 3.
Ace sounds like he got a new accent read now.
I had to zone out.
Chris also says, I enjoy listening to you guys and try to catch you when I can. I love to talk to people who are intelligent, bring up good subject matter. Chris,
Hey, Chris, I don't know who told you we was intelligent, but I thank you.
You got it. Well, at least for one of us.
You got
right. Two of us.
3/4.
Hey, we gotta get. If Chris is one, he can't be the smartest people in his crew. Chris, you need to let your crew know to jump on this podcast too, man. Because if you can't be the smartest, I know you because he's intelligent, so he has to have 5. Hey, Chris, get your other people to come on Wednesday, man. Come on, bro.
Hell no, because he intelligent. His other friends, they probably really know how to pronounce this damn word. They got us over looking bad.
All right, y'all. Hey, it's about that time.
Hey, we got on the show next week.
I appreciate you for asking that.
All right.
That AI kind of looked like Ace too.
It did.
Look like a little bit.
Yeah.
It looked like him a little bit. Yeah, I looked out and said, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Cold-blooded.
All right, Yashika, it's
For
on
real.
you.
Hey, yo, Ace. Got my funny bone all sharpened up. Who we got on the show next week?
I thank you for asking. I thank you for asking that, Yashika. Next week we're gonna have a fun show. It was a bit of a controversy in the Baptist church. Actually, we're gonna be talking about that. We'll be talking to gay pastors who wear speedos in the baptismal pool, and we'll call the show "Pastor's Package."
Man.
Let's see right down there, y'all. I can't go.
Man. To all the pastors out there, listen, we're sorry. We won't mean nothing by it. We will pay our tithes. But when you pray on Ace. No.
Tiffany says, no. Wow, says Kiki.
Yeah.
Georgia Blaze, how you doing?
Georgia.
Go ahead and sing it, Zach. We want to
No,
hear
I
it.
was going.
Jack.
No, I'm gonna let Yashika do it. She got a better voice
I
tonight.
heard it already. I started grooving to it already.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Nah, you ain't finna put me on blast.
Oh, I forget you tell me what I'm thinking.
I hope I can burn that image out of my head. That damn Ace. Oh, tell me you got me saying it. That darn Ace. My mama's watching. Never speaking of which, another one Ace that was not.
Right when they say
He played too much. All right. Well, y'all, we got a really exciting show next week coming up, and I'm pretty excited. We'll give you a little bit more information. Y'all be sure, if you're not already on YouTube, go subscribe.
Subscribe.
Rebrand this podcast. We would love for y'all to watch us over there a little bit more. Also, We do it after the party show. We finna go to TikTok. We're going
We
to
headed to
TikTok.
TikTok.
Hey, tell your people too.
It's gonna be a
Comment.
party, y'all.
Yeah, tell your people to come on and comment. We gonna read them all.
It's a different atmosphere now, so
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Come
I
on.
can say some of those words if you post them on
Hey,
TikTok.
if y'all want to finish, you want to hear Zach finish Georgia? Come on over to TikTok.
Look, Glam ready too. Glam ready.
I'll see us at TikTok. So
Yeah.
hey, thank everybody for joining. It's been a really good show. Shouts out to Helen. I think obviously she had to miss tonight, but she'll be back next week. For all of those, for all the people next to me, hey Zach, Yashika, hey, we had a good time. See y'all next week. What video do y'all want to close out with?
Zach, Life. That's my favorite one.
Oh,
Which one?
it's better.
Life, just like a bird.
Get off my phone.
That's my favorite one.
I will see you on TikTok. Get off my phone.
I don't know if I have it. I'm gonna play this one right here, but we'll get it next week.
You know what I'm talking about?
See
Yeah.
y'all next week. Australia is wider than the moon. True or false?
True.
One of those.
False. True.
It's a small landmass.
False.
False.
True.
This is true. Australia is actually wider than the moon.
Pew.
A platypus,
We lost already.
okay, it's like a beaver, sweats either honey, milk, or blood.
With milk.
Honey.
Milk. Your boy watched National Geographic.
Blood.
Honey.
Milk.
Platypus actually sweats bee
Yeah.
milk.
That is so gross.
A mile is how many feet?
So many.
12.
For a mile,
12 feet.
12 feet.
it does make sense for California. That 405, they only move 12 feet. So it makes sense. It feels like it's a mile.
How many feet?
That's good.
All right, how many feet are in a mile? How many feet are in a mile? 5,280 feet. You pick this ball up, you run every one of them.
This baby said 12.
Yeah, I'm thinking 12 inches makes
I was
sense.
getting ready to say, she's talking inches.
You got the wrong glasses though.
Jamie Foxx and Kerry Washington together played a love interest in what two movies?
It's an older movie?
What's older?
Love
Come
Zone.
on.
Trying to think with Kerry Washington and Jamie Foxx.
So Michael Anderson
Yeah.
Project said Django.
Oh, yeah.
Django.
Isaiah
Oh,
Grant
yeah,
got
they
the other
won.
one.
Ray.
And Ray.
What does these movies have in common? Schindler's List, Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park, and The Color Purple.
Steven Spielberg.
You know what's funny? I talked to him about that before, but soon as he started reading, I got it instant.